My name is Billy Lucas. This is really loud. And as president of the South Alabama Agriculture and Forestry Museum Foundation, I and the entire board of directors would like to welcome you to the ribbon cutting and opening of this museum. First, we would like to thank Scott Tyndall, Josh Woods, and the entire staff here at the grounds. They have been more than helpful, hospitable, gracious, helpful. You know, they have just been wonderful. I'd like to thank our special guest for showing up, Representative David Sessions, who represents Grand Bay, and County Commissioner Jerry Carl, and our Alabama Pecan Festival queen, Hannah Peru. I'd like to thank y'all for coming. The museum is completely supported by the agriculture and forestry commodities, communities, and organizations of Mobile County. It was created to increase awareness among consumers of the long and rich history of agriculture in our county. At the same time, try to educate the consumers of the diversity and impact of what it is that we do. The foundation was started in 2006 by men and women who had a vision, and today, 8 years later, here we are. It was a long haul to get here. This would not have been possible without those who had that vision and who had the time to come together and to start working on this. And we would like to recognize the original founders of this organization. Billy Bolton, Eric Bryant, Ken Buck, George Callahan, Daryl Driscoll, Rob Lee Evans, Calvin Freeland, Jane Hartsville, Grady Holt, Pat Kilpatrick, Ken Leslie, James Malone, Woody March, Man Miller, Tommy Odom, John Olive, Bob Pittman, Scott Skelton, Warren Smith, Jim Todd, and Milton Williams. The board of directors is made up of representatives of local commodity organizations and agencies, the Alabama Cooperative Extension Service in the Mobile County office, Alabama Forestry Commission, Mobile County office, Mobile County Cattlemen's Association, Mobile County Commission, Mobile County Farmers Federation, Mobile County Fruit and Vegetable Growers Association, Mobile County Soil and Water Conservation Service, Mobile County Treasure Forest Association, and the South Alabama Nursery Association. Our current board I would like to recognize, many of whom were founders of this organization, so you will have heard these names before. Billy Bolton, Ken Buck, Daryl Driscoll, Doug Earl, Chad Fincher, Calvin Freeland, Jane Hartzell, Brian Keller, Pat Kilpatrick, Brian Ladnier, Ken Leslie, myself, Billy Lucas, James Malone, Woody March, Pete Marston, Man Miller, John Olive, Bob Pittman, Jim Todd, and David Wall. The fact that this board is made up of a lot of the founders tells you that the dedication that they had for this project. The museum features historic and educational exhibits related to aquaculture, forestry and wildlife, fruits and vegetables, bees, livestock, nursery and greenhouse, and row crops. For the most part, farming is a family business. The love of what we do cannot be understated. Farming is not a 9-to-5 job, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's just the nature of the business. We don't have a schedule. Nobody dictates a schedule except the plants, animals, and commodities that we grow. They dictate the schedule. When something needs to happen, it doesn't matter what time of day or night it is. But if you ask anybody here, they will tell you they would not have picked a different occupation or vocation. That the decisions to be in agriculture would be the same if through this museum, we can get someone to dream about, think about, or decide to be a farmer, it will be a success. While we are thankful to be a part of and steward of God's creation, it is important to thank those who have chosen to use their gifts to enhance everyone's lives. So if it sustains you, if it shelters you, if it clothes you, or if it beautifies your world, thank a farmer. After we cut the ribbon today, I would ask that you move inside with us so we can have a special tribute to Milton Williams, the Foundation's first president. It is now our honor to have Mrs. B. Williams, wife of Milton Williams, to cut our ribbon and officially open the South Alabama Agriculture and Forest Museum. Ms. B. will be joined by our officers Pat Kilpatrick, Pete Marston holding the ribbon, Calvin Freeland, our representatives, Mr. Carl, Mr. Sessions, and our pecan queen. And at this point, we will have our ribbon cutting. All right.